All right, we're making efforts to connect to Mahlaku Komane, who is bringing us a picture from Limpopo. But of course, throughout the morning, we've been talking to different colleagues in different stations. Mbalenhle Mthethwa is in Pretoria. There you have the live footage coming from there, the march having started in earnest. Zebulon Maine is in the northwest. We also got to see what the situation is there. Katlego was in Soweto this morning. I don't know if he's still there. Of course, we'll try and cross through to him to see where he has moved to. Londo Nomoi in Gqeberha, and Abongile Yankis is in Bisho. Mahlaku, you've been telling us, showing us footage this morning of strike action. What's the latest we can see in the footage that you're with the president of COSATU, Mzingi Swalosi?
Yes, good morning again, Desiree. Quite correct. We have the march has started. We are making our way towards the Premier's office here. It's about, I think we've been marching for about 10 minutes or so. But maybe let me just bring in COSATU President Mzingi Swalosi and just hear and just hear what she feels. You're here. Thank you so much for talking to us. How are you feeling about the turnout?
I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very excited. It means that workers, this is not a march called by the leaders of the Federation. It is a march that has been decided upon by the members of COSATU. So you can see the turnout is evident to that, that we are frustrated as workers and the working class, because I must also say that we have members of the civil society that have joined us who are not necessarily at the workplace, are not necessarily working. Others are those that have been despondent in finding employment, and we're happy that they have come to join us as we march to the different departmental offices to hand over the memorandum of demands.
And I mean, a lot of workers, let's talk as the working class, a lot of workers frustrated at the issue of things are going up, but the salary continues to do the total opposite. I mean, are you also hearing that from people on the ground, your shop stewards on the floor? What are they saying are the frustrations of the workers?
The frustrations that workers are feeling on the floor is the fact that what they are taking home and what they are using to get to work does not correspond. The cost of living, I mean, a worker has to decide whether today you're going to walk to work or you're going to buy bread. You must make that determination. As you sleep and as you wake up the following day, you still have kids to take care of. And some workers, you would remember, some in the farm workers, the workers that are domestic workers, workers in the security sector who do not even have medical aids, who, when a child is sick, must wake up in the early hours of the morning. They don't have their own means of transportation. They rely on the unreliable public transport system that we have in our country, and their kids, they die in their arms. And when they get to hospital, we have nurses that are here with us who are overburdened by the number of patients that are coming in, and yet the number of nurses who are supposed to take care of those patients, the ratio does not add up. These are the frustrations of workers on the shop floor. That is why they have answered the call. Actually, they have made the call because the call was made by them.
And also, let's talk about that call. Let's talk about the frustrations that you speak about. I mean, it's just looking, let's just use fuel. Looking at the price of fuel, looking at the price of cooking oil in the country right now. I mean, a lot of small businesses are dependent on that. Your Fed Cook businesses, your Kota businesses are dependent on the price of fish. This is something that has been going on for at least the last 12 months. Are you able to tell us why, as a federation, it took so long to respond? Are you still in touch with the masses on the ground?
We are. You will remember that ordinarily COSATU will take this march, Section 77, in October on the 7th, on the descent day. But we have realized that the matters are so urgent, we cannot wait for October. We have to make this call now. That is why we are here today, before the actual day that ordinarily COSATU will go on a national stay away. we have brought it forward in realization exactly of the frustrations that are taking place of workers and ordinary South Africans, the rural women who do not have means of transport, whom their roads are not tarred, they have no clinics, they still have no clean running water, you know. Others have no electricity for 20 years. We have seen during elections that we have villages where they have never seen electricity since the dawn of democracy, and they still need to go and who would and all of that. So these are the issues that are a reality that the ordinary South Africans have to deal with.
Okay, okay, but also some would say that COSATU is part of the alliance, technically saying you're also among the ruling party. I mean, are you able to actually effect decisions? What's going to happen after this day where we are seeing you are all out here, you know, across the provinces as well, leadership, your COSATUs are out on the streets? What change is actually going to come from this? Is it going to be one of those, or are you hoping, or, you know, are there any plans for change?
We have the leadership of the ANC here with us. We have the ANC in the march. Perhaps you should also ask the ANC, what is the government of the ANC planning to do? COSATU is in alliance with the ANC, but COSATU is an independent organization that derives its mandate from these workers. So, and we must also say that being in alliance with the ANC, we must also count the things that we have been able to attain as a result of that alliance. But it is the federation that is in alliance with the ANC that is not shy away from marching on the streets of South Africa to say to the ANC, it is not yet Uhuru.
Thank you so much. You've heard that, Desiree, that was COSATU President Zingiswa Losi just telling us what is it that brought them out to the street. Also speaking on the turnout of workers here. It is quite a biggish turnout, if you call it that. It continues. We are still going to march to the Premier's office, but she's also saying, I mean, on the issues of why exactly have they decided to have this march, saying that ordinarily they would have a march in October, but they've brought it forward, seeing that the need is urgent. I mean, I did ask her that are they still in touch with the masses on the ground, as a federation? Are they able to still advocate for the rights of the workers? Are they still able to advocate for the rights of the workers, saying that this is why they are here, speaking about the ever-increasing prices or cost of living, the ever-increasing cost of living versus salaries that we've seen have become stagnant. I mean, retrenchment of workers and so forth, that continues to be a problem for many, people within this country. The unemployment rate that's also sitting, high, if you would say so. But she's also speaking and saying that as a member of the alliance, they have not been shy. They've taken up their part in marching through the streets across the country, and they are hoping that the ANC, which is the ruling party, will be able to effect some sort of change here, as a result of this march. So we are going to still be here. I'm going to try as well later on, perhaps get word from a member, from leadership of the ANC within the province and here, because I actually have seen some of them, some PEC members that I've managed to spot in the crowd. So I will be finding them and asking them, as the ruling party, what is it that besides coming here to march that they will be doing to ensure that the cry of the ordinary South African is heard. How is that going to happen? We will hopefully find out from them what is the plan going forward from today. Desiree?
Matlaku Komane there talking to the president of COSATU, Zingiswa Losi, from Polokwane in Limpopo. Of course, we're all over the country as the protest action is expected to take place in different places around the country. And let's show you some of those windows. We're showing you, I think at the top, it's the visuals coming in from KwaZulu-Natal. All right, that's the top is Pretoria, where Mbalenhle Mthethwa is based, and we will be going through to Mbalenhle Mthethwa at some point.